As District Attorney of Nassau County, it is my duty and my responsibility to prosecute violations of the law. This is true in the field of obscenity and pornography, as well as it is true in the area of robberies, burglaries, and larcenies. It is not for me, as the District Attorney, to pick and choose those laws, those violations of laws which I'm going to prosecute and those which I will not. As I see it, this is the quickest road to corruption. And while there are laws in reference to obscenity and pornography on the books in the state of New York, I will do all in my power to prosecute violations of those laws until the laws are either amended or declared unconstitutional by the courts. This is my duty as I see it as District Attorney of Nassau, and it is my duty as I see it as President-elect of the National District Attorneys Association.
Peter, where's my magazine? Get that magazine up here.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want time or what?
Can you get that spot over here? And let's get the thing. Underway. Okay.
Over here with that.
I'm over here.
Grab those papers. Hey, Steve, find that Becky, will you? Okay.
New York City, entertainment capital of the United States. But something new is in the air, something that is different, daring, and sometimes dangerous. Pornography has come to the entertainment world as never before, and we have come to New York to explore the roots of this pornographic explosion. Why have the artists and artisans turned as never before to sex as art? This is Ron Delaney, and together with my crack team of investigative reporters, I am here to uncover the facts about the growth of pornography in the United States. We start today in the heart of Manhattan's entertainment center, Times Square. I'll now turn you over to Frank Lewis Carter on the scene in New York. Come in, Frank.
Hi. How much you selling your flowers for? Well, the ones in the front are $1.50, the medium ones are $2.50.
And the jumbo ones, the diamonds are $3.50.
You sell a lot of them?
Yes, we do. They're out every Wednesday, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we make 40% commission of what we sell.
That much? You make a lot of money that way? Right.
Well, we took home the other day about $30, $40.
It's 5 hours work, so it's good money. People see you, they think, the poor peddlers who are, struggling, making a lot of money.
No, a lot. We make enough to get by.
Pay our bills. What else do you do?
Well, we're students at City College uptown.
Is this all you do?
No. We also do hardcore pornographic films. We work as a couple or a team.
Do you make money at that?
Yeah, we make a lot of money that. Softcore, you're not allowed, firstly, to show a man's penis erect. And secondly, you're not actually allowed to fondle each other too much. It's all pretty much faking. And of course, there's no actual intercourse, no fucking, no sucking, no man coming, nothing like that. Hardcore, couples have actual intercourse. Girls work with dildos and they insert them. Men come, they have anal intercourse. S&M, which is sadomasochism, the whole bit, We did it once or twice, not as a couple, and it didn't work out. Like, what we do in our private life is one thing, but on film, you have enough problems. You don't need to meet someone new and say, hey, come on, fuck with him.
Well, I think when I look back on my childhood, I know that I was always gay. I know that I was always attracted to men, but I never had any sexual experience until right before my senior year in college. I didn't even fuck girls. I did come to New York for a weekend right before my senior year, and I did meet someone here. I found myself out on the street one night, dressed in early 1960s Madras sport jacket, the whole bit, very Joe College, very, upstate square. And found myself cruising. I didn't know what it was or never heard the term before, but I was doing it. And I met someone and went to his apartment eventually and rapped for a long time before anything did happen. And he remained one of my very oldest and closest friends. And I came to New York a few times when I was in college, like on vacations and holidays or a school trip or something, and I would stay with my friend. And because he taught me everything I know.
I never go to gay bars or anything like that. I don't know why. I just, I'm in it, but I'm like not in it. I don't know. It sounds sort of crazy by the way I'm explaining this. I know, but just to explain to someone else, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, you're a homosexual, which I am, but like I don't feel like sometimes. It's strange to tell you this.
Whether or not the rest of the world knows about it. Under this category, more than a third of the American male population can be classified as overtly homosexual.
We're in the Village Bookstore down in Manhattan's Greenwich Village on Christopher Street. It's supposed to be a typical bookstore, a bookstore that vends pornography and some sexual novelties. Gary, is your store typical?
Yes, I would say it is typical, and that most of the average type person come into the store the same as pretty much the stores all over town.
All right, tell me a little bit about pornography. Is it new to us now?
No, it's not new. It's been around as long as mankind has been around, and it probably will be around as long as mankind is around.
Well, wouldn't you say that there's a lot more stores of this type that exist right now?
Well, much more than there was in the past.
Why is that, do you think?
Simply because of the legal situation. Things have become more permissive, and you can sell things now that you couldn't sell years ago.
Why is that, do you think?
Strictly a function of the laws. Court decisions that have said that things are not obscene and people are entitled to have them, that previously courts said they couldn't have. Well, we cover pretty much the entire spectrum in both homosexual and heterosexual pornography.
You have your sexual novelty section. Could you tell me a little bit about the, you have artificial vaginas up there. Could you show me one?
Yes.
And tell me something. They both have straps on them.
Right, they both have straps.
What's the difference between the two of them?
Well, they're both made of rubber on the outside, except this one is filled with foam rubber, and this one can be filled with warm water.
Who buys these?
All types of people buy them.
Do you sell many of them?
Quite a few. This is one type of dildo we have. It has a strap, and it's made of rubber. It's hollow inside. And there's several manufacturers all over the country.
Is this something very new, or has the dildo been around for a while?
No, these dildos of one form or another have been around for thousands of years.
I see. What other kind of dildos do you have?
Well, we have another type here. It's basically the same construction, except it has a pump in it.
Could you show me the inside of that?
Yes, it's hollow inside, and it has a little bladder that can be pumped up.
Hold the pump closer to it.
You see, you have something called Joy Gel.
Yeah.
See that, please?
That's these here. They're a lubricant, the same sort of lubricant you could buy in any drugstore, except these are flavored and scented.
Flavored and scented?
Right.
Can you see the label? Well, this says real grape scented and flavored lubricant. Oh, that's wild. It's scented.
Homosexuality is commonly defined as sexual desire towards one of the same sex. However, in the United States, we tend to think of homosexuals solely as being of male gender. In fact, a great proportion of homosexual community consists of women. If the homosexual in our culture encounters a great deal of difficulty in relating to normal life, then think of the homosexual woman who is given a special title, that of lesbian.
Tell me, do you get turned on when you do this?
Well, I used to, in the beginning, that's basically why I started. It was a really good way to get off. But now that I've been doing it, it's like anything else. You just get used to doing it. And no, I don't too much anymore.
No exploration of pornographic art would be complete without a review of the changes that have taken place in the cinema. We have here a series of coming soon trailers which will clearly document the changes that have taken place within the world of film production.
In the large, ornate towns of the decaying South, establishments began to take root that catered to these desires. There the men found dancing, singing,
way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away.
Games of chance.
I wonder how much of that was luck.
Next time you draw that gun, boy, you better kill me.
Of course, the men never lost sight of their true mission.
To the Confederacy.
Nor did the ladies.
Fucking Lincoln.
You'll meet Colonel Westfield, who gave up a string of flourishing fried chicken parlors to fight the Yankees.
Is she a Yankee? I beg your pardon?
What? Meet Christine.
Well, I only hope he's enjoying my money.
Now you can know the people. Now you can know the story. In Pornography in Hollywood, coming to this theater soon. And the subject matter of this film, no one under 21 will be admitted. Rated X.
Most of us probably don't consider instruments of torture as sources of sexual pleasure, and you probably didn't even believe that sadomasochism existed, or if it does, certainly not outside medical journals. We questioned this and opened a veritable Pandora's box called the Pleasure Chest. Hi.
Yeah, can I help you?
I'm looking for something special.
In this type of store, we try very hard not to embarrass somebody because of what they buy. We're not here to embarrass people. We're not here to look down on people or laugh at people and say, look what he bought or she bought. But a lot of people are realizing that it can be fun. That's,
Now this collar, if a person is wearing this collar, it's not necessarily an item of pain, but it's an item of call it some sort of symbol of humiliation.
right. It's a slave collar. It represents a slave-master type of relationship. The slave with the collar on is willing to serve the master, either sexually or however that the slave is there to be used, and he signifies that one of the ways is by a collar. The weights can go on either cock or balls or tits or fatty part of the body. Those are clamps. The weights can fit on the clamps.
This clamps on the clamp, say, on a nipple.
Right, on a nipple or on the balls or, about anywhere. The most popular, I suppose, area is the nipple with those.
Sounds painful.
It is. I'm sure it is.
What are these rings for?
Those are cock rings. They fit them around This one, the top one, which is larger, fits around cock and balls. The small one fits around just the cock. They're designed to keep the penis harder and thicker and to keep it erect longer. And they're very effective for that purpose. We also have leather ones and rubber ones. They come in a variety of sizes depending on.
Like this, for example, is a cock ring.
It's a cock ring, right? It goes around the cock and the balls.
And it has studs on the inside as well as the outside.
Right.
So a certain amount of pain is inflicted or enjoyed.
Yeah, that's true of this one here too. It's got pinpricks on the inside. They're not that sharp, and they don't cut the flesh, and there's no blood involved, of course. It's just an irritant type of sensation that makes you aware it's there, and it's not the sort of thing you can forget about for very long, you know? I mean, it's like it's...
That's the keychains. These are, I guess, just for novelty.
Yeah, right. Those are just novelties. Those are not sex toys as such. I don't have to be sadist or a masochist to sell restraints, and people realize that. I mean, they don't care if I am or not. If they want restraints, you know, this is where they can get them. And my sexual preferences don't really influence theirs at all. I mean, they're doing their thing, and they assume that I'm doing mine.
Well, I just believe that I'm one of the lucky few who is able to accept society's standards and take advantage of it for my own benefit financially. That I can make money using my sex and being a female in this society. I can make money by prostitution and not let my head get jammed by doing it. You know, I mean, it doesn't... I don't have any guilt feelings. I don't feel like I'm dirty or, you know, I can't go home to my boyfriend or my husband, whatever the case may be, you know.
Yeah, boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend. I have a husband.
And how does he feel?
My boyfriend is very proud of me. He likes it. I think he gets a charge out of it. Well, he likes the fact that I'm making a good amount of money, because I am. I'm making in a day what I could make in a week prostituting myself on Wall Street. You know, which I've done in the past. Maybe I'm adept than his wife is, or maybe she won't do certain things that I will do, or maybe she, you know, occasionally a man would say, you know, he's so glad that I don't treat it like a dirty thing. Some women say his wife wouldn't touch him, or his wife wouldn't do this or that, you know, that I would do. If you're working off the street, it's very, very hard, because you have to watch out not only for the legal people, not only for the cops, but for the pimps too, which is something I never realized. You have to watch out for the other girls. You have to watch out for the men, diseases, you know, the hotel, the bellhops, and all these people, you know, who are all, because it's so illegal. But if you've got to really have a head on your shoulder. You've got to be really a businesswoman and know how to handle yourself very well to hustle on the street. You know, doing things like, well, being a call girl and that sort of thing. I haven't had much experience with that, but I imagine it's much easier once you have a book and you have steady clientele. It's much easier to deal with them, and you know them more as individual people instead of just a body, you know, just someone you want to get, you know, in and out.
And decided to try something different. I was looking through a newspaper, came across an ad, and decided to come down for an interview, and here I am.
Do you find the work exciting?
I do, yes, and I find the work exciting, and I find the people I come into contact with very nice.
Tell me, when you're dealing with the clients, do you ever get turned on or aroused sexually?
Sometimes, of course, the body painting especially, and the massages that you can give in this parlor definitely do excite us.
This is it, Times Square. And in some of these very theaters, where millions of Americans once lined up for shows like Oklahoma, Carousel, and Man Who Came to Dinner, and names like Barrymore, Bankhead, and Belasco reign supreme, now Pornography and Sin is million-dollar box office. Today, it's what'll you have, Mac? 8mm, 16mm, 35mm, stereo, color, black and white, live action, any way you like it. That's the scene in the Big Apple.